Okay, let's continue. Other interactions like the hydrosphere and the geosphere, like erosion of rocks by water. So rocks here considered as geosphere and water is considered as a hydrosphere, or like lake formation. Biosphere and the hydrosphere, like when humans and animals interact with water or drink water to survive. Plants need water to make food. Some plants and animals live in water. So all of these are examples for interaction between biosphere and hydrosphere. Now let's pass forward for uses of water. Transportation, cleaning, bathing, manufacturing, traveling, recreation, or like having fun. All of these are considered as uses of water. Water impacts. How the water impact on living organisms and also for non-living things. Okay, let's start first by the impaction or the effect of water on living organisms. All living organisms need water, like we've mentioned before, for growing, for surviving, and so on. While the water can affect non-living things by two processes, which are considered as weathering and erosion. Weathering, it is the breaking down of rocks into smaller particles. Erosion, transport of small rocks that have been weathered over there and then they have been transported or passing forward to another place. So that's the definition of erosion. Water state, it changes. Okay, we have like freezing and evaporation. Freezing, we speaking about the low temperature, while evaporation when there is high temperature. Okay, what is the change or conversion of water state in freezing? So it passes forward or it converts from liquid into solid or ice. While in evaporation, it passes forward from liquid or it changes from liquid into gas, which is considered as the water vapor. Okay, let's pass forward for the amount of water on Earth. Okay, we have mentioned before that the Earth is covered by water by nearly 71 percentage. Okay, and this percentage, the 71, can be classified into two sections: salt water, 96.5 percentage, and fresh water, 3.51. Water can be found in lakes, rivers, oceans, seas, and underground too. The amount of water on Earth doesn't change, but its state can change. Okay, so it is still the same, 71. Okay, doesn't change. We can't make new water, but we can recycle it, like we've mentioned before. Bodies of water. Okay, let's start by the lake, and then we will speak about the definition of each. Lake, it is the large body of water surrounded by land, and it could be fresh water or salt water. It's a combination of both of them. Okay, what about river? It is body of water that flows from high altitude or from high level to lower one, and it is fresh water. Groundwater, it is the water beneath Earth's surface through pores or the cracks between the rocks, and is considered as fresh water. Oceans and seas, very large water bodies of salt water. Okay, let's pass forward for species in aquatic ecosystem. Okay, we have here the type of water, bones could be, or this is like comparison between bones, streams, oceans, and seas. This is like big comparative table. Okay, type of water, the ponds is fresh water, stream is fresh water, oceans and seas are salt water. Water movement. Okay, pond, still water or static one, which is stable. Stream, running water, like when it cool, flow fast. And it's cool because it's between the rocks. Oceans and seas, moving water like in form of waves. Okay, species live there. In ponds you can find water lily, you can find worms and salamanders, frogs. In streams, you can find catfish and salmon. In oceans, you can find the polyps, dolphins, starfish, and flounder fish. That's the comparative table between the three types of water. Okay. Aquatic system. Okay, let's start first by the saltwater ecosystem, oceans and seas. Okay, you can find in oceans and seas, you can find two locations or two areas, shallow area and deepest one. The shallow area, like coral reef, you can find within them coral reef and the interdial zone. Interdial zone along the coast. It's found along the coast, submerged at high tide, and it's visible at low tide. Submerged at high tide, and it's visible at low tide. That is for the interdial zone. Deepest area, what we call the abyssal zone. Abyssal zone, it's so deep that the sunlight cannot reach it. Very deep one. Okay, let's pass forward for freshwater ecosystems. We have here the still water, like we've mentioned right now, ponds and lakes, and then it is the water present all the year or may dry up in hot months or summer months. Flowing water like streams and rivers, they are small flowing water bodies with many plants and animals. How can you tell that the river is small? Yes, it's small compared to the oceans and seas. Okay, so the river, it's big for the freshwater bodies, but it's small compared to the oceans and seas. Okay, lakes may contain salt or fresh water, like we've mentioned before. Lakes are combined between it has combination between both of